This episode of The Bill and Callie Show is brought to you by Brown Insurance Group has been providing coverage to municipalities, companies, and individuals in the region for over 73 years. As a partner of the Keystone Insurers Group, we are able to offer an extensive line of insurance products and services, from commercial services including employee benefits and liability insurance, to personal services such as home, auto, watercraft, and motorcycle coverage. We are also committed to our community. We support many charities and events in the region. Our core values of care and integrity since the inception of Brown Insurance Group has made us one of Indiana's most respected and valued insurance agencies. To make an appointment with one of our experienced specialists, call our Highland Insurance office at 219-972-6060. Brown Insurance Group. Small town values, big time resources, going beyond expectations to protect you and yours.
Hello, we're here at the Tri-Town Safety Village with Bill Jarvis, who's the executive director. And we came out today to try to find out how this kind of amazing facility got started. And so why don't you tell us a bit about that, how it got started and what it is today and who helps you to support this. It's really a small town.
Well, it all started as a concept back in 1997. The three town councils of Dyer, Schererville, and St. John traveled to a meeting in Fort Wayne, Indiana. While they were there, they were introduced to a safety village in Fort Wayne that gave classes on police safety. So they liked the concept, and when they came back here, they said that we should have something like that in our community. So they started getting donations. Randy Minus was very instrumental in raising money. Tom Brown from Highland, numerous others. The land that we reside on was donated by the Tebow family. It's 5-acre site, and so from there we started construction with blueprints that we got from Fort Wayne, but we added things and changed things as we saw fit. We have children that come here almost every week from the local schools, and we teach them police, fire, railroad safety. But backing up, there was a lot of money that was put into this by a lot of local businesses. That list of businesses goes on and on. So it's really been a community effort to make this so that we keep the children in the area safe. They come as a field trip, like I said. We usually have a class here every day. We do all the schools from all the surrounding area of northwest Indiana, including as far south as DeMotte, Indiana, far east as Valparaiso, far west as Sauk Village and Linwood, and far north as East Chicago and Whiting.
Wow. So why don't you kind of explain what they go through on just a typical, not in detail, but just a typical field trip?
Well, one of the things we do different than what Fort Wayne was doing is we introduce the children to safety in police, fire, railroad safety, and now we've expanded with NIPSCO's help into 811 call before you dig and gas and electric safety in the home. So it's very important what we're teaching the children. So we break them up into 3 groups. Those groups on the hour rotate to the next class. So they'll take 55 minutes of police instruction, 55 minutes of fire instruction, 55 minutes of the railroad instruction, and then we have them take lunch, and then we teach them the 811 and gas and electric safety in the home. You'd be surprised at all the things that children don't know, and we have a home here that fills completely with smoke, and we teach them to get out of a burning home. We teach them how to cross streets correctly, how to ride their bikes safely, to stay away from railroad tracks, because a lot of children have a bad habit of wearing their earbuds when they're walking along tracks, which first of all, they're trespassing when they're on the tracks. That's illegal. And they have a thing that they're doing right now that I don't condone at all. They'll lay down and take a photo of them on the tracks when a train's coming.
Yeah, I've seen that.
All the buildings are actually mock-ups of their businesses, their storefront, and so they represent the businesses that support the Tri-Town Safety Village.
And I got a sense of that when I was going through earlier and saw the T-Bowles building, the same limestone type of fascia, and it looked like the front, or like the entrance of the T-Bowles restaurant.
Absolutely. It's supposed to look like their businesses. And Strax, for example, the NIPSCO building, as you'll see in a few minutes, represents their home office in Maryville, Indiana. We try to make it look as close as we can, but also when we build the buildings, we keep in mind that we want it to look like the children are full size in this community. The buildings are kept smaller, down, to 12 feet limit, just so that it looks like they're in their own little community.
Oh, that's great. Well, before we begin the tour, is there anything else you want to share with us?
Well, any business that wants to be involved in the Safety Village, all they have to do is call me. We'd love to have them here and be part of this. I mean, it's all about our future children. They're going to be running the communities. They're going to be the customers of the future. So they see what's going on here. Plus, we have a lot of events as well during the year. Christmas, Easter, Halloween. So those businesses get representation of part of the community.
Right. And is there something on your Facebook page or website where someone wants to give a monetary donation? They can go and click on it and just...
Yes, we have a PayPal click.
Okay, great.
On our website.
All right, so keep that in mind.
And it is secure.
And if there's any large organization that would like to give, they should contact you and work out the details from there.
Absolutely. There's numerous ways that you can give. We have signs posted out front of sponsors. We have our LED digital sign out front. We have signs within the Safety Village. We have buildings that you can sponsor. So you can go anywhere from $1 up to $100,000 or no limit to help us.
Great. Great. That sounds good. And we'll put all this information up when we post the video. But why don't we get after it and take a tour of the village?
All right, great. Hi, Jarvis. I'm standing in front of the Survival Lifehouse. And the reason we call it Survival Lifehouse is because we teach children in here firsthand how it is when there's a fire in a home and how to escape the home and save their lives. So if you'll join me inside. The Survival Lifehouse is actually set up with 2 levels. It's a full-size house, as you'll see as we go through the tour. But this house is made to fill with smoke. The smoke is a theatrical smoke, will not hurt the children, but it gets so thick you can't hardly see your hand in front of your face. This is our control room, and we normally will have 3 fire department people here. This is their bunker gear, as you see. That's the smoke machine. This is videotaping constantly. And we also have different ways of shutting off and turning on smoke detectors so that children understand what a smoke detector does, how important it is every 6 months to change the battery. We get that implemented in their heads. We've had parents call us back and say, "Why didn't you tell my kids this? Now I got to go around the house changing the batteries on our smoke detectors," which is kind of hilarious, that they should have been doing it all along. But again, this has got cameras throughout. We can listen on the cameras as well. It's audio as well as video. We have little carpet squares right here we lay out on the floor, and the children sit and listen to the instruction by the fire department personnel. Again, we usually have 3 fire personnel here. One's inside the control room, one is out here explaining, and then half of them are upstairs with another fireman. As you see, we have two-way glass, so the one downstairs can watch the students all along. This is one of the lower level bedrooms. Now, what's interesting about this bedroom, we have an intercom so we can listen to what's going on also. It's a backup to our audio and video. But this door, if you notice, it has a heat panel in it. And what it does is the door actually heats. So we have the students touch the door from the inside with the back of their hands so they don't burn themselves. And it's just warm to the touch. But we tell them if that's warm, their escape route is out the window. So we take them physically out through the window so they experience that. And they have to learn that in their own homes where their escape routes are. We also have a rally point for the family. And what they do is a homework situation. They go home and they work with the whole family and make a map of the home and where the rally point is. The rally point should be outside the front of the house, but a little bit from the front, so when the fire department rolls up, all the family is standing there and they know that everybody's out of the home. Then the firemen will escort them off the property so it's safe to work. Now we'll go up to the second floor. Okay. This is our upstairs bedroom of the Survival Lifehouse. Again, as you can see, this is just a normal bedroom. But again, we have the intercom, we have video and audio, the camera up there. And we have flashing lights that are above the windows. And what that looks like is a fire. When the smoke comes into this room, that will actually make the ceiling look like it's on fire. So we teach them to crawl out of here on their hands and knees. Also, this door does the same thing and heats so that they touch the back of the door. If the back of the door is not hot, they go out through there and go down the steps on their rumps, and that's a safe way to get out. Because in smoke is in this house, you can't see. So the second option is if that door is hot, then what we do is we take them out this window of the second floor, and this would be like if they had a garage attached to the house. And being out on that garage roof may give you a few minutes to wait for a fire department to get here to get out of your home. So this Survival Lifehouse is very complete with every different situation that could happen. These are items, this is our police station. These items have been donated by the local law enforcement of the surrounding area. We have a mugshot area here where this goes against that wall, and they take their photos. That's our jail. This is all drug paraphernalia, so we explain to them you don't want to be involved with anybody that has this stuff on them, and that they should report that to the police department. That's an old two-way radio that they used to transmit to the cars. We were lucky to get that.
It's a museum piece.
Yes, it is, literally. And normally we would have this car outside and they stick their heads through there. It's not quite done.
Okay, yeah.
This is going to represent 9/11, and that's the New York Skyline. When the two jets hit the south and north tower.
Brace rack.
This episode of The Bill and Callie Show is brought to you by Brown Insurance Group has been providing coverage to municipalities, companies, and individuals in the region for over 73 years. As a partner of the Keystone Insurers Group, we are able to offer an extensive line of insurance products and services, from commercial services including employee benefits and liability insurance, to personal services such as home, auto, watercraft, and motorcycle coverage. We are also committed to our community. We support many charities and events in the region. Our core values of care and integrity since the inception of Brown Insurance Group has made us one of Indiana's most respected and valued insurance agencies. To make an appointment with one of our experienced specialists, call our Highland Insurance office at 219-972-6060. Brown Insurance Group. Small town values, big time resources, going beyond expectations to protect you and yours.